Magandang buhay! Miss Leanne is here. Tara, mat tayo!
Hi everyone! Today, we're mastering ratios and proportion. Let's start with the basics. What is ratio? A ratio is a way to compare two or more quantities. Look at the figure below. We have here a 2 hearts and 3 squares. We can write this in 3 form. In word form, 2 hearts is to 3 squares. In column form, 2 is to 3. Fraction form is 2 over 3 or 2 to 3. In ratio, let's consider the ratio A is to B. Here, A and B are what we call terms of the ratio. A is to B, and the first term A is what we call antecedent, while the second term B is what we call consequent. Take note that the order of these terms is very important. A is to B is not equal to B is to A. So we have here an examples. Express the following ratios in simplest form. So for our example number 1, in a class, there are 12 boys and 18 girls. Meaning to say, our ratio is boys to girls. How many boys we have? We have 12. And girls, we have 18. This is not the final answer. We need to simplify it first to get the final answer. So what should we divide to 12 and 18? We divide them to 6. So we will get 2 to 3. So the final answer is 2 is to 3. Next example is 1 hour to 40 minutes. But before we simplify it, we need to first change the hour to minutes. We need to have the same units before we simplify it. So in 1 hour, how many minutes we have? It's 60 minutes. So 60 is to 40. What should we divide to the 60 and 40? The GCF of it is 20. So we will have 3 and 40 divided 20 is 2. So the final answer is 3 is to 2. Next example, we have 3 weeks, 3 days. So we need to change first the weeks into days. So how many days we have in weeks? In 3 weeks. We have 21 days. 21 is to 3. Can we simplify it? Yes. We divide the 21 and 3 to 3 itself. So we will get 7 over 1. Meaning to say we have 7 is to 1. Number 4 example is 10 out of 35 cupcakes are chocolate. Find the ratio of the chocolate cupcakes to the other flavors. So meaning to say, we have 10 chocolate cupcakes. And the rest will be different flavors or other flavors. So we need to minus the 35 to 10 chocolate. So we have 25. Now that we have the value of 10 chocolate cupcake and the other flavor is 25 cupcakes, we can now get the ratio of chocolate cupcakes to the other flavors. So meaning to say, we have 10 is to 25. Let's simplify it. We can divide it by 5. We have 2 over 2 over 5, meaning to say we have 2 is to 5. We now know about the ratio. Now let's move on to the proportion. A proportion is an equation that shows two ratios are equal. It can be written as A is to B is equal to C is to D, or we can use the fraction form A over B is to C over D, where B must not be equal to 0 and D must not be equal to 0. So let's have a figure here. We have a 1 hearts and 2 square, meaning to say we have 1 is to 2, and 2 hearts and 4 hearts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 is to 4. And we can say that this is a proportion if the two ratios are equal. So 1 is to 2 is equal to 2 is to 4. Here, for each quantity, we have A, B, C, D is what we called our term. So the 1, 2, 2, 4 is our terms here. The inside number we have 2 and 2 is what we called means. And the outside number is what we called extremes. Now, how can we say if these two ratios are equal? So let us multiply the means. If we multiply the means, the 2 and 2, we will get 4. And if we multiply the extreme, which is the 1 and 4, we also get 4. Meaning to say they are proportion because they have the same value, 4. Meaning to say the product of the extremes is equal to the product of the means. AB equals BC. Additionally, we can form this into fraction. So we have 1 over 2 equals to 2 over 4. We can use the cross multiplication here. So 1 times 4, these are our extremes. So we have 4. And 2 times 4, this our means. It is also 4. So it is really a proportion. Now, if two ratios can be simplified into the same ratio, then the two ratios form a proportion. So let's have an example here. 4 is to 6. We can simplify it. We can divide it by 2. So we will get 2 over 3. And we have here 3 is to 18. We can divide it by 3 itself. And we will have 1 over 6. Next one is we have 12 is to 18. We can divide it also to 6. So we will get 2 is to 3. And lastly, we have 20 is to 30. We can divide it by 10. So we will get 2 over 3. So as you can see here, 3 of them are the same. So meaning to say this 3 ratio, 4 is to 6, 12 is to 18, and 20 is to 30 are proportion. Let's check it if it is real. Let's use the 2 ratio. We have 4 is to 6 is equal to 12 is to 18. So we need to times these 2 and these two. So 6 times 12 is equal to 72. While the 18 times 4 is equal to 8, 16, 24, 32. Carry 3. 4 plus 3 is 7. So they have the same answer. Meaning to say, since the answers are both 72, then the ratios are equal and the proportion is true. Now that you know how to determine the means and extremes and whether it is proportion or not, let's now solve this proportion. For our example number 1, we have 3/4 is equal to x over 20. So there's a missing value here. Let's form it first to the quantities. A is to B is equal to C is to D. Or we can just use the cross multiplication. So here we have is 3 times 20. It is our extremes. And the x times 4 is our means. Meaning to say, we have 20 times 3 is equal to 4x. To find the value of x, we need to multiply the both sides. We have 60 here, and here is 4x. To get the value of x, we need to overrate 4 to cancel the 4. Overrate 4. And 60 divided 4 is 15. Meaning to say our x value is 15. For our number 2, we have 4:10 equals b is to 50. Our means is here and our extreme is here. So we need to multiply the 10 and b. So we have 10b. And in other side, we have 50 times 4. So we have 10b is equals to 5, 10, 15, 20, 200. And we need to divide it by 10 to cancel the 10. And b is equals to 200 over 10 is 20. So our b is 20. Let's check it if it is right. So the 50 times 4, our extreme, is 200. While the 10 times b, and our b is equals to 20, so 10 times b is also 200. Meaning to say our answer is right. And we're done for the lesson ratio and proportion. Thank you for watching. See you in next lesson. Bye!